In my podcast Ons Gesels Met, I have the privilege to speak to the hilarious Evan, or Evie, as he calls himself, the Jager. So welcome, Evan.
Yeah, thank you very much for this podcast.
Evan, let's dive right into it. So, did you start on the live stage from the get-go, or how did you get into doing stand-up comedy and the skits and stuff that you do now?
Well, that's a good question. Actually, it's a long story, but I'll try and summarize it.
Yeah.
Basically, they found a they found a benign tumor on my brainstem,
Oh my goodness.
and yeah, and actually, this was about 2024.
Yeah.
And yeah, they could luckily remove it surgically. I had to cut open my neck and my head to get it out. That was like a 18-hour operation, so there was a lot of trauma involved afterwards and recovery.
Sure.
And while I was in the ICU recovering, and so the only way for me to cope with all of that
Yeah.
was to make jokes.
Oh my goodness.
So
Yeah.
the doctor, great guy, CM Thompson,
Yeah.
and the biokineticist and physio that was helping me walk again.
Wow.
They laughed at all my jokes and then, challenged me and dared me to try stand up comedy.
Wow.
And I told them that they must be crazy because I don't know where to start. And they just said, like, what if you just tell the jokes that you've been telling us every single day
Oh, wow.
about what you're going through and so? So I said, okay, I'll do it only if you find a venue for me to do it.
Wow.
And then it turned out 15 days later, they found a place called Ground Culture
Yeah.
in Observatory. And I went to the open mic night. And yeah, I performed my first stand up comedy set there,
Oh.
5 minutes. And I just got hooked to it, you know.
Wow.
So,
That is,
so that's basically where it started.
yeah. It's normally the two things you don't marry is like comedy and trauma. And then how you found your way in this, and it feels like destiny, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Because I haven't been able to leave the stage since then. So,
Wow, that's amazing. So, but it takes massive courage to stand up, on stage alone. But then you made that shift. So, the sketch comedy and all that, is it stuff from your own life, or how do you get up, get your content? Where do you get your content?
yeah, so the sketch comedy came in when obviously while I was recovering, and so I had to attend to the physio like every 2 days. She had to come to my house to
Sure.
help me and things like that. And it just came out of scenarios that that I started making the comedy sketches because I couldn't perform obviously
Yeah.
every single week or every single day.
Right.
And at the same time, my wife was expecting, and we found out that she's expecting twins. So the more
Wow.
trauma came into my life. But anyway,
Oh,
and I quickly realized through a quick conversation with my wife, obviously,
yeah.
that I wasn't going to get so much stage time as I wanted in
Right.
the future
Yeah.
due to having twins because
Yeah.
it's really hands on, you know.
Yeah.
So then I decided, well, I might as well, find out how do I approach the stand up comedy thing if I want to pursue it.
Right.
And I went to go watch Skulk Poseidon
Yes.
and his Baxter show.
Yeah.
And afterwards, I pulled him aside, and I don't know if he will ever remember this, but he sat with me. Ons het 'n lekker glasie rooiwyn gedrink.
Lekker.
He sat with me for about 2 hours, and I asked him what would he do if he had to start stand-up comedy now.
Wow.
And he told me choose a social media platform and start advertising on there and get as much reps in the circuit and comedy and all of that as you can. And obviously I told him about the twins that's on their way. And he was like, well, then you're going to have to do stuff online. So I
Yeah.
decided then well, why don't I just do sketch comedy for the times that I don't get to perform
Right.
and make up things as I go? So
Yeah.
it started with mostly dad related things.
Yes.
And I think it's grown now to more other things because I have a challenge this year where I'm posting daily
Yes.
just to see what comes of it,
Yeah.
just to see what comes of it. And I've got to collab with a lot of creators, and one of my favorites was with Temba Robin.
Yeah. He's a
Um,
legend, no?
Yeah, he is. Great guy.
Yeah.
Great guy.
So, EV, obviously creating content, and I mean, we see them everywhere. I'm a fond follower, and we love seeing, all these clips daily. But I mean, it's a lot of hard work, and one thinks, oh, it's easy. You
Mm.
just switch on the camera and there you go. No, no, no. There's a lot of editing and what. So, where do you see this all heading? And do you have a specific goal, by creating daily content?
Yeah. So at the beginning, when I decided posting daily,
Yeah,
I had a conversation with Temba and so, and it basically led me to think that I don't do this as a full-time gig.
yeah,
But it would be nice one day to be able to use my creative side as for income stream as well.
yeah,
So the goal, obviously, for posting daily is to at the end of the year see what I've made, what I want to venture in, and
yeah.
see if I can make it something full time as well.
Right.
But mostly, I was going off of the feedback that I got from other creators, to
Yeah.
to have a presence online, and then who knows, maybe even write a one-man show where I can sell tickets online
Right.
through the following and through the views and so.
Right.
So that's sort of the goal where I'm heading, where I'm hoping to head. But who knows what can pop up in future.
Right. That's true. Yeah.
Um,
So obviously, with all of this, I mean, there's a man behind all the sketches and all the, the comedy and all that. But family life, how do you juggle family life and work and all this? Has this meant more free time with your family, or is it taking up a lot of time? So how do you juggle it?
that's a very good question.
Yeah, I
At
know.
the beginning,
Swim. Just put on your big boy pants and swim.
yeah,
All
at the
right.
beginning, I'm gonna be honest. I overestimated how much time it will take.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
Under.
underestimated how much
Yeah.
time it will
Yeah.
take. Yeah, and I had to learn very quickly. When I say very quickly, it took me about 4 months to learn till April.
Yeah.
And then I only found a system that works for me to
Mm.
create a video every day. So what I did, I want to give everything away, but basically I have a very good system that I'm ahead with my content for at least 2 weeks.
Okay, that's great.
So which means that there's 14 days that I can play around with, where
Right.
I film usually things on the weekend, and then I edit the first 2 days in the week,
Okay.
and then I schedule the videos ahead of time. So
That's good.
so there is much time for me, luckily, because I luckily work from home currently,
Yeah.
which helps a lot.
Yeah.
So I do get to see the twins and spend time with my wife.
That's good.
Date nights are super important, I've learned.
That's good.
So
Good, Ivan.
because that's the only break you get with your wife.
Right.
Otherwise, it's just hands on with the kids always.
True.
So yeah, so it's currently it's literally just managing your environment as well.
Right.
That's what I've learned. Yeah.
No, that's good. And having, like a sort of a routine as far as possible. So that's great. Ivan, so if someone wants to book you for an event or, get in contact with you, will you please share just, maybe an email address or something where people can book you? Yeah, just share that with our listeners.
Yeah, sure. My email address is edejager08@gmail.com.
Okay. Great. And I hope we can see you soon, or, for that matter, if we don't see you live, then we'll see you, every day on the sketches. Because, like I said, we do follow and we do love
Awesome.
them. And you know what I also like about all, the content? It's really relatable. It's like, that's what we love about the content. The fact that you can see, oh,
Yeah.
I remember that time in my life, or I remember this. So it's lovely. And I just, just thank you for what you're doing. And may you have a very successful and blessed year going forward.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I do appreciate that feedback as well.
Yeah.
You don't get a lot of feedback as a
No.
creator always.
I know.
Mostly negative sometimes. But I do appreciate that, and I'll keep on making the content relatable
Yeah. So
as I can.
can I humor you just, before closing? So,
Yeah.
yeah, you know how things trend and all that. And I mean, I'm 50 years old, so I'm also learning stuff and what now. So
Yeah.
the kids will from the get go tell you this is something that trends or whatever. But for us older ones, we kind of have to figure it out. So the other day,
Mm.
Skulk Poseidon, you're talking about him now, had
Yeah.
that whole bikie thing, now
Die baadjie
the
video,
blazer,
ja.
yeah. So Skulk's doing this
Love
thing,
that.
but that morning I saw Mel, die story verteller, and I love Mel, die story verteller.
I love Mao as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had an interview with her and I just, it was lovely. So now obviously I've never spoken to Skulk or whatever, so that doesn't matter. But the thing is, you when you have had a conversation with someone, there's suddenly this bond that you've got now. So
Yes,
it's kind of like
true.
you've spoken to this person, this is a person now. It's not just content anymore. Anyway, so she does this blazer, and I, not knowing anything, thought, yes, that's no cute man. Kyk nou hierdie oulike ding, and then
Yeah.
Skulk does this rip-off version of the jacket blazer, what now. And I'm thinking he's ripping off Mel die story verteller now. And I'm
Yeah.
posting something on Skulk's Instagram, and I'm like, "Jessie Skulkie man, ons like almal vir jou en dis nou nie nodig om nasie te wees met Mel nie. Jy weet ons almal moet 'n living maak." And as soon as I posted that and I scrolled on, I saw, oh my goodness, there's another one doing the blazer thing, and I'm like, "Oh, this is horrible." It's
It's
nou
a
vir arme
thing.
Skulk uitgevreet. Meantime, everyone's doing this, and I'm like, I felt so bad. I instantly removed it. I'm thinking, before you say something, make sure check your facts. But anyway, there's bad content
Yeah,
and there's
that's so good.
bad vibes out there, but you know what, you can be proud of yourself. I think there's more lovers than haters. So yeah, just continue what you're
Oh,
doing.
thank you.
And thanks for the time. And we appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much, Karen. I
Yes.
really appreciate this call.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Take care and we'll speak again.
Yes, definitely.
All
See
right.
you.
Take care. Bye bye.